Tigers are coming into Houston to take on the Astros. The Astros a $1.59 favorite in this one. The total is 8, shaded to the over -120 in the total, over 8 in this one. For Detroit, they are sending Skubal to the mound against Uruquidy for Houston. Skubal got ripped last time out at Minnesota. Gave up 6 runs. Actually, 3 of them were earned. There are a couple errors in that game, and only 5 innings pitched. But he did give up, like I said, 6 hits. Had the same numbers pretty much against the White Sox a couple starts earlier. This is a game where the Astros, believe it or not, have been talking about, because A.J. Hinch, their former manager from a few years ago, a part of the scandal, though they came back and swept the Astros in Houston last year, they're not going to let that happen again. Really, I wasn't even going to play this game, but I looked at this situation and thinking Detroit's not going to come in here and sweep the Astros once again. And Detroit's really tired. Their bullpen has been beat up. They played a doubleheader yesterday against Pittsburgh. In their victory against Pittsburgh, where they won the game, they only had 3 hits in that game. So they haven't been hitting the ball. Their pitching's tired. And, for me, I'm just looking at this game thinking, Houston's bats are really coming alive right now. I think they're in the middle of a streak where you're going to see them run off 6, 7, 8 wins in a row. The opponent is very, very friendly. Again, had a day game yesterday. They're staying at home. Detroit's traveling. I like the Astros in this, and especially the price. I was shocked to see that the price was only, 158, 159. So I do like the Stros. Jeff?
Yeah, I think you made a lot of good points. I just don't really see it with Uruquidy. I don't think he's been any good at all. I don't really have any interest in backing him. Couple the fact that, Houston has been absolutely horrible against left-handed pitching so far this year. They're barely hitting 200 against lefties. I know BaseWinner's mentioned occasion. I think he said he likes Skubal. I don't mind him either. I think this Tigers team's kind of plucky. I know they haven't really shown that in the win column, but I don't know. Something tells me this is kind of a bit of a high number. I feel like we're still pricing Houston like they're, and look, they very well may be long term one of the better teams in the AL, but I don't know. I feel like they've been kind of just 500 all season. I don't think Uruquidy's very good. You talk about a guy that didn't really last long into games. I think you alluded to, though, this is a decent spot from a travel perspective and things of that nature. But I don't know. Coupled with the fact that they don't really hit lefties, I don't know. I kind of lean. If I play this game, I would kind of take maybe a shot here with the Tigers in the first 5 and maybe just hope that Skubal just is the advantage. I think, Mark, you'd agree. Skubal's the better pitcher than Uruquidy.
Yeah, I think if you take a look at a couple different metrics for Skubal, I would agree with you that he is a little bit better pitcher. I've got Uruquidy at like a 94 run suppression number, so he's 72nd out of 150 pitchers, so right about mid-pack. Skubal, you're right, Jeff. I am very high on him. I have him with an 80 run suppression number, 30th out of 150 pitchers, and kind of how that shakes out. If you look at the 3 metric chart comparing the two, over the last, this is 4 months worth of data. Skubal's at the 68th percentile. Uruquidy is in the 58th percentile. And then taking a look at maybe a metric that more people are familiar with, and we're just talking about strikeout percentage. Over the last 365 days, Skubal, 27% strikeout percentage. That's pretty darn good against Uruquidy with a 21% strikeout rate. So just looking at that particular number, I think that's one of the reasons why Skubal rates higher in my ratings. And then if you look at the 3 metric log this year, Uruquidy a 57 percentile, 12 percentile, 52 percentile, 40 percentile. And Skubal, it's been mixed, 38 percentile, 81st percentile, 71st percentile, 41 percentile. So I think from a starting pitching standpoint, you do have an edge with Skubal. But you got to take a look also at the bullpens, and this Detroit Tiger bullpen is not very good. I have them 23rd out of 30 teams. Offensively, I have them 21st out of 30 teams. I've got the Astros 8th out of 30 teams. So for me, it's a no play. There's mixed signals. I think it's priced about right. I've got the Astros at -128. I'm going to pass, and I'll root for TC to get another one with the Astros. I think you could just ride the Astros the whole year, TC.
Well, especially now, and
he gets the call from Dusty Baker. This is what we're doing tonight,
No. And that's the thing about, and Jeff made the point about not hitting lefties, and that is really really not the norm in the past because they usually do bang lefties, but they're starting to come around now. Now Bregman, had a 3-hit game the other day, yesterday, and then now he's coming alive. And again, the Astros pretty much are healthy, even though Altuve did tweak the groin yesterday, so that's a little concern for me. But you guys mentioned, I did not mention Urquidy in this game at all because again, it's not really Urquidy that I'm playing here. I'm with you with Skubal. I think Skubal is probably one of the better pitchers for the Tigers. But again, the bullpen I'm not a fan of. Offensively, I just think the Astros are starting to roll right now, and the numbers back it up. If you look at the Astros over the last 6-7 games, they've won 3 in a row. They're putting it together, and this is where they're they're starting to play some very good baseball right now. So for me, I think there's value in this price. So I will take a shot with their offense. Today, and really more of a shot against Detroit's bullpen and being very tired. So lock me in with the Astros. We'll see how it plays out today in Houston and Minute Maid Park. The Astros -159.